Back with your girls, Meesa and Meah from you already know it's M&M Live Radio, and y'all, it's the moment you have been waiting for.
That's right, Meesa. From stadium tours and Billboard chart-topping songs to his true humble spirit and diligent hustle, his back-to-back wins has proven that every season is, in fact, Cole's season. With consistency, drive, and his artistic brilliance, this Virginia boy has transformed into a young legend who's not only in his bag, but in his own lane. His debut album, Not by Chance, is out now, and you're about to hear from the mastermind behind the music right now. We want to welcome Gotee Records recording artist Aaron Cole back to the show. What's good, AC?
Yo, what's up?
Listen, hands down, one of our favorite people to have on the show. Listen, of course, we always love having you. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us here on M&M Live Radio.
Yo, I appreciate y'all. Yo, y'all been showing love since I was 15, sneaking on red carpets.
Talk about it.
The funny thing
sneaking
is about
on red
that.
carpets, son.
The funny thing about that, AC, is the fact that not only were you sneaking on red carpets,
Bro,
but all of us were sneaking on the red carpets.
We all finesse. The spirit of
Finessing,
finesse.
yo. Finesse, bro.
Oh,
What
man.
you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You gotta finesse it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, before we actually get started talking about this new project, this debut album, we have to make sure we start off by saying huge congratulations on being nominated for a Dove Award this year for the category of Best New Artist. Meah, I don't know about you, but when we saw that Aaron Cole's name was on the screen for a nominated artist for a Dove Award, I felt like I was nominated.
Yo, we made it.
We made it at
We
that.
made it.
Facts, yo.
Like, seriously, it's a long time coming, but how did you find out about your nomination, and what was your initial reaction? Like, talk to us about how all that went down for you.
Yeah, so I was actually rushing because my car had just got the bumper taken off of it from a dude that was like on his phone, and you know what I'm saying. So I was just over here rushing, like trying to leave the house. My dad texted me and was like, "Yo, you just got nominated for a Dove," and I was like, "You lying, son." You lying. So I just started turning up. It was crazy because, like I said, man, like, you know what I'm saying, bro, low key 5 years we've been sneaking on red carpets.
Yo,
like, just
talk about it. For real. We've been grinding.
Yo, I just been trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Last year was a little different because, I performed at the pre-show. It was cool, whatever.
Oh, so we were still sneaking. I guess we were not
Bro,
sneaking. It was
it's
still on us.
So it's like, it's crazy, man, to just, be able to come out here, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? It's all God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. Like, real talk, I can't even put into words how, blessed I feel to be able to be on as a new artist. So, yeah.
Listen, yo, it's so well deserved.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. So, listen, go ahead and get your speech together and all that. Because, listen, we all are ready for you to honestly take home that award.
If I'm win, bro, I'm turning up. My
Yo,
speech
you
is
better.
going crazy. I'm going to be like, yo, get the music ready, son. Because, you feel me? I'm going in, yo.
Yo, listen, you got to. There's no other way around it. But, listen, I was thinking about how crazy it is to think that this is your debut album, because you've been doing this for so long, and on top of that, you've dropped so much music. Like from If I Can Be Honest, and then Virginia Boy, and then Cole's season was a whole situation within itself. So when did it finally click for you to say, okay, it's time for me to finally make an album?
Yeah, I think it was in the middle of Cole's season. I was talking to Cole. And, Cole did every record but Back in My Bag on the album. So, I've been locking in with Cole since Cole's season. And so, from then, it was like, Cole was just like, bro, it's time to do an album, son. Like, what you do? Quit doing these singles. Like, after this is album time. Like, he was like, ain't no more singles time. It's like, it's time. So, really talking to him, it was like, that's what motivated me to do it. And I just felt like my fans kept asking for it. It was like, I would drop a single for Cole's season, and they'll be like, oh, this is fire. When the album coming? And I'm like, album? What do you mean? I'm dropping you like a single every 2 weeks. What do you mean? What you need an album for? But I get, it's like, man, I feel like an album is just like a statement of like, yo, this is who I am. And I feel like, my fans wanted that. So, it's out. It's crazy. Let's go.
Now, listen, okay, so after the singles, after Do-Rag Cole.
Let's
talk about it. After Do-Rag Cole, it all boils down to these 3 words: Not by Chance. What inspired the title of the album?
Yeah, Not by Chance. So, Not by Chance is like a 3-part 3-part meeting to Not by Chance. And so the first joint, like, y'all know me, like my journey and like everything that I've been through. It's like all the work, all the dedication, all the sacrifices that I had to make, my family had to make. You know what I'm saying? It brought me and all led up to this moment. You know what I'm saying? And so all that work, all that dedication, like, it's not by chance. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so that was the first part of it. But also the second part of it is definitely not by chance, but by God's grace. Because it's like, even with the hard work, even with the dedication, it's like if I didn't have God and I didn't have His favor, you know what I'm saying, I would not be able to, even be where I'm at. Because I can have all this hard work, but even the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things be added unto you. So so that's the second part. Then also the third part, I just feel like, in my life, even like, before like I started getting known, like I just felt like I've always been kind of like an outcast, and like, like everybody's over here and I'm over here. And so I definitely feel that way a lot of times, like in the industry. And so with that, it's like I think God's just been teaching me, like, since I started working on the album, even now, like I struggle with it now, of just like accepting like who I am, and getting over my insecurities, getting over everything, and just knowing like God has made me for this purpose. God has made me, to be who I am for a specific reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's not by chance that God made me who I am. So yeah, that's the 3 parts of it. God's called us to be set apart. So that's why I feel like, the whole thing is, about. So
And I think that's so dope, just because of the fact of not only do you put so much work in your artistry, but the fact of that you put so much time and even the meaning behind the whole project as a whole. You could have just been like, man, let's just have one reason behind the whole project. The fact that you have so many multiple reasons, I know that speaks to so many people, and that's a testament in itself to show that you're so intentional with the art that you're creating. But listen, guys, your girls M&M are hanging out with Gotee Records recording artist Aaron Cole, our bro, and listen, we're talking about his debut album, Not by Chance. Now, Aaron, I want to talk to you a little bit about Cole Wallowak, who produced a majority of the album, and I think it's so dope seeing an artist and producer lock in and make magic together, because we've seen it, like, with artists like, Timbaland and like Justin Timberlake, and even the first time I really saw it was with like, Gotee and Trip Lee when they did Rise together. And after seeing you guys accomplish Cole season, it's just like you're a dynamic duo. So what is it about Cole that made you want him by your side when it came to creating this album?
So I think the thing with Cole, like, me and Cole are like friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're homies. So it's like I can call up Cole and be like, yo, let's just go kick it, or let's go to this concert or whatever, and be like, yeah, let's roll, whatever. And then like we can both be getting inspired by the same thing, and like he just get it. You feel me? And so that's one aspect of it. But also, because we're friends, it's like we can both tell each other that we're trash. You know what I'm saying? So like we can be in a session, and I'm like, yo, nah, bro, this beat's trash. Like, let's start over. You know what I'm saying? He might have some drawback at first, but then he like, all right, bet, let's start over. And he'll do the same thing. He'll be like, bro, nah, you can come harder, bro. This verse, you can do better on this verse, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's what has really like leveled me up when it comes to like my music, because it's like, yo, every time it's like I can come with a hard verse. I think I'm coming with a hard verse, and Cole would be like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be crushed for a second. But, then I know, like, he just wants the best, and we both want the best. And so it just pushes me to go even harder. So I think that's the dynamic that, has made my music, like, been the way that it has been, like, since Cole season. So, yeah, it's my homie. So I know we probably going to have, like, a lot of more stuff coming too. So I'm working now. So, you know what I'm saying? We in it. Yeah. Cole season all day.
All day, every day. Now, I got to shift gears one time. Now, it's so dope to see your Not by Chance documentary episodes, and seeing you reminisce on your journey to where you are now. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not sure who has the meanest Harlem Shake. Whether it's Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, Aaron Cole.
Baby A. Cole. I feel like Baby A. Cole was getting it at the
Every time he hits that move and I see it, man, I gotta get lit.
That used to be a gift, yo. It has to be.
It's gotta be. But listen, watching this entire Not by Chance documentary episode, you know, it's just really special to me because I love like home videos and just kind of watching where people have come from and where they've grown from. But one thing I realized through all of the episodes is that the common denominator is Dad. It's Mr. Kelly Cole himself. And he's the only one who really can say that he's been there from the beginning and he's had your back every step of the way. But looking back on everything that you've been through, what impact has Kelly had on your career?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna say it was like my mom plays the background a lot, but my mom's like been there like from day one too. Like if you can watch the you know, the first when I was rapping or whatever, my mom was the one teaching me to rap and all that stuff too.
What?
So I just wanted to give her So I just wanted to give respect to my mom before I go into my dad, because you know my dad, you know, we been grinding, bro.
Right.
Like, you know, going crazy. So it's like Pops always is challenging me. Like he was challenging me yesterday, bro. Of like, you ain't focused, you ain't working hard enough. Da 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 da. It's like that's our relationship. You feel me? It's like, you know, I can be feeling like I'm doing, you know, everything I can, but I feel like keeping people that's constantly challenging me is like, you know, what makes me continually get better. What continually, you know, to stay focused and stay, you know, what God's called me to do. And so, you know what I'm saying? Me and my dad, bro, you know, we wrapped at chicken dinners. You know what I'm saying? Like, we spent millions of car rides together, you know what I'm saying? Like 12-hour car rides, like driving through the night, like just to get to another shows and like just to, you know, just to get this dream out, you know what I'm saying? And so like my dad has definitely had an impact on me. It just inspired me to like just get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just the last month, bro, like we was driving to a show. I had a show and like he was like, yeah, we got to get up at 3:00 in the morning to go back home. I was like, what we gotta go back home for? And it was like he had to go move my sister into college, you know what I'm saying? And so just to like get the perspective of like, yo, my dad be grinding, you know what I'm saying? And like he's just always taught me like to get it done, like no matter what it is, like to get it done. So like if it wasn't for my dad, I would not be where I'm at today for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, God's blessed me with, you know, talent. God's blessed me, you know, with my, you know, hard work. But, you know, even the hard work and, you know, everything that I've learned about like my character and everything like that, it's like that came from my pops too. So one thing I can respect about my pops is like he can always say like, you know, he never tries to be perfect. Like he never tries, you know, to be like, oh yeah, like I know everything, but like the things that he knows, like he shares with me. So like I said, if it wasn't for my pops, man, like we wouldn't be here today. Like it's like we're a team. So
and one thing that I've realized with like other people's parents that apparently isn't always true is that parents don't always support, you know, a kid's dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're always like, get the 9 to 5 or no, just go to college. But the fact that he was always behind you and your mom too, always being behind you guys, both behind you every step of the way, I think is amazing. And honestly, your journey is super inspiring to me because I feel like you're a great example of trusting the process. And I know that there's a lot of people who peep that also. But from the album being out to selling out your ATL show, what's been the most rewarding part of all of this?
Sheesh. Man, I think honestly, like I was just reflecting on this the other day. I think honestly, like to still be here is like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that have like a good couple years, like they drop some singles and then like nobody cares what they do like after the third or fourth single. Off. You know what I'm saying? Like fall off. And so I even talk about it Navy, like sometimes, you know, I battle with that of like, yo, dang, like am I gonna fall off tomorrow? Like is nobody gonna care about this album? You know what I'm saying? But it's like putting my faith in God and like I said, seeking him first. It's like he's definitely blessed me to like just still be here, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's enough for me, you know what I'm saying? Just to still be here, still be relevant, still, you know, people paying attention to what I do, still being able to have an impact on the culture. It's like that's enough for me, and I'm grateful for that, you know?
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't know about you, but I have really anticipated this interview, talking to Aaron. We've had him on the show so many times, but this one just hit different.
It hits different.
It hits totally different. I mean, like we've really been waiting for this debut project, this debut album, and for you to have the opportunity, or for us to have the opportunity to have you on the show to talk about it, we really really appreciate you and the entire A-Code team. Of course, Kelly and everybody that just supports behind you. But thank you so much for hanging out with us on this week's show. But before you go, Aaron, give everybody your social media so that they can stay in contact with you.
Yeah. So Instagram, I am Aaron Cole. That's IAMAARONCOLE. Same thing for Twitter, but with an extra E. So I am Aaron Cole with an extra E. And then my website is IamAaronCole.com. YouTube, all that Aaron Cole. Go stream Not by Tens right now everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. You feel me? Let's get it.
Listen, let's get it. Make sure you're following Aaron on all social media. And listen, man, he said it. Quit playing yourself. Get with it. Go get this debut album. Put some respect on Aaron's name, man. Getting worked hard on this. Don't run them numbers up, Team A-Cole. Let's get it. Not by Chance is sold everywhere digitally.
Yes. And thank you once again, Aaron, for just hanging with us on, today's show. And you always know that you've got our support through everything and anything. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Of course. Now, to all of our listeners out there, don't go anywhere, okay? I'm just only telling you what I know because you're about to hear this new music, this new heat from Aaron Cole right here, right now.
That's right, Meesa. Here's Back in My Bag by Aaron Cole. Listen, from his debut album, Not by Chance, turn this one all the way up, man. And we'll be right back. You're listening to, you already know.
It's M&M Live Radio.